أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 17.C. Today we will study the Surah Al-Baqarah verses 116 and 117. We saw the first juz has 4 quarters and each quarter has 5 pages. The first 5 pages with 37 ayahs we studied in QC2. The next 5 pages with 39 ayah we studied in QC2. 3. The next 5 pages with 29 ayahs we studied in QC4. And the last 5 pages with the 36 ayah we studied in QC5. Thus, we will complete inshallah 141 ayahs in this QC5 and complete the first juz of the masjid. Let's to place the pages on the fingers of the left hand, the page 16 on the little finger, and the page 20 on the thumb of the left hand. Let's to revise the page, the pointers for the page 16. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Let's have the brief pointers for the page 16. Abrogation, questions, wish, paradise. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. Let's to proceed to page 17. The first pointer is Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The second pointer is the injustice block mosque. The third pointer is Christians made a son for Allah. And the fourth is ignorant say Allah should talk to them. Let's to keep them on the fingers. For the 17th page, the first pointer is Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant say Allah talk to them. Once again, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice block mosque. Christian made a son for Allah. Ignorant say Allah talk to them. Let's to see the brief pointers for the page 17. Jews and Christians, the injustice, Christians ignorant. Once again, Jews and Christians, the injustice, Christians ignorant. Let's proceed with the third pointer, that is Christians made a son for Allah. The link with the previous verses is, before this, Allah talked about the Jews and Christians telling each other that they have no base. Now he negates their false claim that Allah has a son. So these are the ayahs of today. Let's to recite them first. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقال اتخذ الله ولدا سبحانه بل له ما في السماوات والأرض كل له قانتون بديع السماوات والأرض وإذا قضى أمر فإنما يقول له كن فيكون. They say Allah has taken a son. Exalted is he. Rather, to him belongs whatever is in the heavens and in the earth. All are devotedly obedient to him, originators of the heavens and the earth. When he desires a matter or he decreases a matter, he only says to it, be, and it is there. Let's to identify the words coming in is this ayah. Wow, wow is a harf. Qalu, this wow alif standing is a madi verb from qala. Qalu is a plural ghaib siga minhum. Ittakhaza is a mazid fi verbs babe iftiyal. Allah, Allah is a ismi jalala min ism. Waladan, waladan, look the double fata tanween telling is an ism. Subhanahu, Subhana is a ism, remember, who is a zamir. Bal is a harf. Lahu, la is a harf jar, who is a zamir ism. Always the harf jar follows an ism, and that is always majrur in the state of jar. Lahu, so it's a jar majrur. Ma is a harf. Fi is a harf is jar. As-samawat is an ism majrur. So fi samawat is jar majrur. As-samawat, look, it's a plural feminine because alif ta at the end telling it's a feminine word. Wa is a harf. Al-ard is a ism and it's a feminine ism. Kullu, kullun, the double dhamma in the tanween telling is an ism. Lahu, la is a harf jar, who is a ism. So lahu is a jar majrur. Kanetun, look, kanetun is an ism because it's have a waw. It's not starting with the ilamat mudare, ya ta hamza nun. So it's a ism. Kanetun, it's a plural masculine normal ism, no alif lam tanween. Then the badiu is a ism. As-samawat, as-samawat again is a ism plural and it's a feminine ism we have seen. Wow is a ism. Al-ardi, al-ardi again, al-ardi is a ism feminine singular and wow is a harf iza. There are two words, is and iza. Both are ism and they are zarf, mean they tell some times or either place. So they tell the time. The next is kada. Kada is a madi verb. 3-letter kaf dalia kada madi verb. Amra. Amra, look, there is a fata, double fata, mean tanween, telling it's an ism and it's a common ism. So fa innama 3 parts. Fa, inna and ma. Fa is a harf, inna is a harf, ma is also has come here. That is a fa innama is a complete harf. Yakulu, yakulu is telling mudare verb because ya ilamat mudare. It's from kala yakulu. Yakulu is a single, or it's a ghaib wahid, mean huwa. Lahu, it's a jar majur we have seen before twice. Kun is a amr. Kana yakunu kun. Kun is a singular, mean telling the front, the hazir, that is anta. Fayakun, fa is a harf, remove it. Yakun, yakunu is a mudare. Kana yakunu. So yakunu is again a mudare verb. Then let's see the harf asma and the afal. Waw is a harf, kalu is a verb, mean the fail. Ittakhaza is a mudare, it's a mazid fi verb, fail. Allah ismi jalala ism, waladan again ism. Subhana is a ism, ru is a zamir ism. Bal is a harf. Lahu, la is a harf, who is a zamir ism. Lahu is jar majur. Ma is a ism here. Fi is a harf. As-samawat is an ism plural feminine because alif ta is at the end. And mas is a feminine. Waw is a harf. Al-ardi. Al-ardi is a ism and feminine. Kullu is a ism. Lahu, la is a harf, who is a zamir ism. Lahu is a jar majrur. Kanitun is an ism and as a plural and a masculine and a common noun. Badiu is a ism. As-samawat. As-samawat is a ism plural because alif ta is at the end and is a feminine ism. Waw is a harf. Al-ardi again is the ism and feminine singular and proper noun because alif lam is. Wow is a harf. Is a, we talked about earlier also. Is a ism because it's a zarf. It tells time. Kada is a madi verb of three-letter weak verb. Amra, amra is a ism. Fa is a harf. Inna is a harf. Ma is a harf. Fa innama is a complete harf. Yaqulu is a mudare verb of kala yaqulu. Three-letter weak verbs. Lahu is a la is a harf. Jar who is a zamir ism. Lahu is a jar majrur. Kun is a amr. Mean it's a fail. Fail amr. فيكون فإذا have removed يكون is the mudari verb from kana yakunu kun. Let's see the lessons. The Christians utter a big lie by saying that Allah has a son. Allah is all powerful. If he wants to do anything, he says be, and there it is. Look, the new words 1, 2, 1 mean not more than 2 in each line, mean less than 2 in each line on average. Let's to go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and the explanation. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir. Wa and qalu, they said, ittakhaza has taken our hold. Allah has taken our hold. Waladun, a son. Subhana, glory, who, to be him. Bal, nay, lahu, for him. Ma, whatever, fis samawat, in the heavens. Wal earth, and the earth. Kullu, all. Lahu, to him. Kanitun, are humbly obedient. The new word is ittakhaza. We will have the phrase it for it. Ittakhazallahu walada. Subhanahu. Ittakhazallahu walada subhanahu. The next kullu is a new word. We will have the phrase for it. Kullu lahu qanitun. Kullu lahu qanitun. Let's to see the explanation. Allah has taken a son is different from having a son. The criterion factions of the Christians believed God had a son, but the others believe he has taken a son, mean adopted him. Both are equally wrong. Qanitun means humbly obedient. All the creatures are at his disposal. And busy in his worship. When shirk is mentioned, Allah says Subhanahu. He is free from defects, deficiencies, and the faults. We humans need children because we get tired and children refresh us. We get old and they help us. We die and they continue our name and legacy. Allah does not have any of these needs. He is the creator of the humans and the earth. Everything obeys Allah as soon as they get his command. So let's revise this once again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Waqalu, and they said, Ittakhadallah, Allah has taken waladan, a son. Subhanahu, glory be to him. Bal, nay, lahu, for him. Ma fis samawate, is whatever in the heavens. Wal earth, and the earth. Kullu lahu, all to him. Kanitun, are humbly obedient. The next ayah is Bismillah ar-Rahman. Badiu, the originator, as-samawat, of the heavens, wal earth, and the earth, wa iza, and when qada, decreases, amra, a matter, fa innama, So Yaqulu, he only says lahu to it, kun, be, fayakun, and it becomes. So the new words in this is, we will have the badiu, we will have the phrase badiu samawati wal ard, badiu samawati wal ard. Kada is a new word, we'll have the phrase it. Wa iza kada amro, wa iza kada amro. Let's to go for the explanation of. Badi mean the one who creates something from nothing. What do you mean? Innovation from the same root. Allah's powers and might are all encompassing. If he decreases something, he just say be, and it is there. Therefore, he does not need to have a son. Building a small house with all the furnishing takes years. Imagine the huge challenges of creating the heavens and the earth, and that too from nothing. Indeed, his powers are beyond imaginations. Let's to take a hadith narrated by Abu Musa that the Prophet ﷺ said, none is more passionate than Allah against the abuse. He hears from the people ascribing children to him, yet he gives them health and supplies them with provisions. Let's have a tadabbur and tazakkur. Imagine and feel the huge universe with all the creations in it are obedient to Allah, doing tasbih and praising him, except for many humans who disobey Allah and associate sons or partners to him. How kind Allah is. They attribute a big lie to Allah, yet he provides them safety, sustenance, and the health. So let's revise the ayah once again. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Badiu, the originator, as-samawat of the heavens, wal ard and the earth. Wa iza qada amra, and when he creates a matter, fa innama yaqulu lahu, so he only says to it, kun, be, fayakun, and it becomes. Let's to see the lesson, do and plan. Lesson learns from these ayah. The Christians utter a big lie by saying that Allah has a son. Allah is all powerful. If he wants to do anything, he says be, and there it is. Let's to pray, oh Allah, protect us from shirk and help us to do tasbih. Make a plan. Inshallah, I will convey the message of Tawheed whenever possible. Let's to see the Asma and Afal coming in these ayahs. Walad, it's a singular. Plural is awlad. Sama, plural is samawat. Amr, plural is amur. Let's to see that sound word, three-letter sound words coming on the pattern Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samya. Like Kanata, Yaknutu, Uknut, Kanit, Maknut, Kanut. Kaf Nunta is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. Bada'a, Yabda'u, Ibda, Badi, dash, Bad. Ba Dal N is the root letter and Bab is Fatah. So this is a table of Kanata. Kanata, he obeyed. Kanatu, they obeyed. Kanatta, you obeyed. Kanattu, I obeyed. Kanattum, you all obeyed. Kanatna, we obeyed. Kanatat, she obeyed. Mudare. Yaknutu, he obeys. Yaknutuna, they obey. Taknutu, you obey. Aknutu, I obey. Taknutuna, you all obey. Naknatu, we obey. Taknatu, she obeys. Amr. Uknut, uknut, obey. Uknutu, obey you all. La tuknut, don't obey. La taqnutu, don't obey you all. Qanitun, obedient. Maknutun, the one to be obeyed. Kanutun, to obey. The six keys are kanata, yaknutu, uknut, kanitun, maknutun, kanutun. The kaf nun ta is the root letter bab is nasara. The next one is bada. Bada, he created. Badu, they created. Badata, you created. Badatu, I create. Badatum, you all created. Badana, we created. Badat, she created. Mudare. Yabdu, he creates. Yabduna, they create. Tabdu, you create. Abdu, I create. Tabduna, you all create. Nabdu, we create. Tabdu, she create. Ibda, create. Ibda'u, create your. La tabda, don't create. La tabda, don't create your. Badun, creator, dash. Badun, to create. The six keys are Bada'a, Yabda'u, Ibda, Badun, dash, Badun. Ba, dal, n is the root letter and Bab is Fataha. Let's to see the weak verbs, the Hamza verbs, and the repeated verbs, three-letter weak verbs. Qala, yaqulu, kul, kailun, maqalun, qaulun. Ka waw lam is the root letter, bab is nasara. Kada, yakdi, ikdi. Kadin, makdiun, kadaun. Kaf dal, ya is the root letter, bab is daraba. Amara, yamaru, mur, amirun, mamurun, ilayn, amrun. Hamza mim nun, Hamza mim ra is the root letter, bab is nasra. Kana yakunu kun, kain dash kon. Ka waw nun is the root letter, bab is nasara. So this is the kala table. Kala, he said. Kalu, they said. Kulta, you said. Kultu, I said. Kultum, you all said. Kulna, we said. Kalat, she said. Mudar. Yakulu, he says. Yakuluna, they say. Takulu, you say. Akulu, I say. Takuluna, you all say. Nakulu, we say. Takulu, she says. Kul, say. Kulu, say you are. La takul, don't say. La takulu, don't say. Kailun, the one says. Makalun, the one to be said. Kalun, to said. The six keys are Kala, Yakulu, Kul, Kailun, Makalun, Kalun. Kawaw lam is the root letter, Bab is Nasra. Kada. Kada, he judged. Kado, they judge. Kadaita, you judge. Kadaitu, I judge. Kadaitum, you all judge. Kadaina, we judge. Kadat, she judge. Yakdi, he judges. Yakduna, they judge. Takdi, you judge. Akdi, I judge. Takduna, you all judge. Nakdi, we judge. Takdi, she judge. Ikdi, judge. Ikdu, judge you all. La takdi, don't judge. La takdu, don't judge you all. Kadin, judge. Makdiun, the one to be judged. Kadu or kadaun, to judge. The three root letter are Kaf, Dalya, and the Bab is Doraba. Amara. Amara, he ordered. Amaru, they ordered. Amarta, you ordered. Amartu, I ordered. Amartum, you all ordered. Amarna, we ordered. Amarat, she ordered. Yamaru, he orders. Yamaruna, they order. Tamaru, you order. Amaru, I order. Tamaruna, you all order. Namaru, we order. Tamaru, she orders. Mur, order. Muru, order you all. La tamur, don't order. La tamaru, don't order you all. Amirun, ruler. Mamurun, the one to be ordered. Amrun, to order. Six keys. Amara, Yamaru, Mur. Amirun, Mamurun, Amrun. Hamza mim ra is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. Kana. Kana, he was. Kanu, they were. Kunta, you were. Kuntu, I was. Kuntum, you all were. Kunna, we were. Kana, she was. Yakunu, he is. Yakununa, they are. Takunu, you are. Akunu, I am. Takununa, you all are. Nakunu, we are. Takunu, she is. Kun, be. Kunu, be you are. La takun, don't be. La takunu, don't be you are. Kainun, the one to be. Dash, kanun, to be. Six keys. Kana, yakunu, kun. Kain, dash, kon. Kaf waw nun is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. Let's to see the Mazid fi verbs. Ittakhaza, yattakhizu, ittakhiz. Muttakhizun, muttakhazun, ittakhazun. The Hamza Khaza is the root letter and Bab is iftial on the pattern of ikhtalafa. So this is the table. Ittakhaza, he caught. Ittakhazu, they caught. Ittakhazta, you caught. Ittakhaztu, I caught. Ittakhaztum, you all caught. Ittakhazna, we caught. Ittakhazat, she caught. Yattakhizu, he catches. Yattakhizuna, they catch. Tattakhizu, you catch. Attakhizu, I catch. Tattakhizuna, you all catch. Nattakhizu, we catch. Tattakhizu, she catch. Ittakhiz, catch. Ittakhazu, catch you all. La tattakhiz, don't catch. La tattakhizu, don't catch you all. Muttakhizun, catcher. Muttakhazun, the one to be catch. Ittakhazun, to catch. 60. Ittakhaza, yattakhizu, ittakhiz. Muttakhizun, muttakhazun, ittakhazun. The root letter is here, the Hamza, Khaza, and the Bab is Iftial. Let's go for the grammar. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5 with page 17 pointer C grammar. Today we will revise something that Raf, Nas, and Jar with the plural nouns. Let's start with that. We saw Arabic grammar have two parts. One is called sarf, other is not. What is sarf? Sarf is actually making words from the root letters. Just like fa and lam are the three root letters. From it we make so many words just like fa'il, maf'ul, fa'altum, yaf'aluna, fa'al. These all table which we make, they are all sarf. We are handing the sarf part of the grammar for developing, making, building the words from the letters. And what is the naf? Naf is actually join these words to make sentences, either or make some first pairs, and then these pairs are used in sentences, just like al-baytu kabirun. Al-baytu is a one word, kabirun another. When they join, they make a sentence. Al-baytu kabirun, house is big. At times they join and make some pairs, just like fil ardi, baytun kabirun, zalikal baytu, baytullahi. These are compounds or the pairs. These pairs or compounds then are used to build the sentences, just like khalaqallahu al-arda fi yawmain, kana haza baytan kabira, inna zalikal bayta baytullahi. So these are the sentences. Naf deals with the endings of the words that have a fatha, dhamma, kasra, or fatatan, kasratan, dhammatan, or having vav, nun, ya, nun at the end. That changes according to their position, such as subject, object, etc. in the sentences. We learned the four types of the sentences. The first was jumla ismiya, or the nominal sentence. A sentence which starts with the noun or the ism is called jumla ismiya. Just look, we have two parts. Allahu Ghafurun. Allah is a noun. It's a proper noun. Ghafurun is a common noun. Both are in raf, mean both are marfu. When they have a dhamma or dhammatan, they are called marfu. And their status is called raf. The word is called marfu, and its status condition is called raf, mean having a dhamma or double dhamma. So Allah is the first ism and Ghafurin is the second. The first ism is marfa and second is nakra. When there are two words, one is marfa, other is the nakra, one is the proper, other is the common, it makes a sentence. And this sentence is called jumla ismiya or the nominal. Allahu. The second type we studied was the sentence with inna. That was inna Allah ghafur. When the inna comes, it takes the first noun or ism as ismu inna, and the second ism is called khabru inna. It owns the both ism, and the one is called ismu inna, the first one, and the second called khabru inna. The ismu inna is always in Nas mean mansub, it have a fatah. And the khabru inna is marfu, mean it have a dhamma. It's called raf. So the inna ism is in nas and khabar is in raf. So inna Allah. The third type of sentence was with kana. What is the difference? Kana has kana Allahu ghafura. The first noun is called ismu kana. The second ism or noun is called khabro kana. The ismu kana is always raf, mean marfu, having a dhamma. And the khabar is always mansub, mean have a fatah, mean called nas. State is nas and the word is called mansub. So there was a fourth type jumla failure, mean the verbal sentence. A sentence which start with the verb, which start with the fail. Just like khalaqallahul arda. Khalaqa is a fail. Allah is a raf, so is an ism. And al-arda is also ism, but it's in nas. So if after a verb, any ism come with the raf state or marfu, it is fa'il. It is the doer. And when after the verb, if come an ism, which is always in the mansub, mean the having fatah, nas, that is fa'il. That is maf'ul. That is called maf'ul. Raf is called fa'il, and the mansub ism is called maf'ul. So khalaqa Allahu al-arda, khalaqa is a fail, Allah is a fa'il, arda is a maf'ul. We can say khalaqa Allahu al-arda. Allah is raf, so it's a fa'il. Arda is a mansub, mean it's a nasb, so it's a maf'ul. Then we saw the four types of pairs. The first called the harf-jar pair, just fil ardi. Whenever the harf-jar come, after is always there is a ism, and that ism always have a jar state. Maybe having a kasra, may not be having a kasra, but it is in the state of jar. Fil ardi. The second type of pair we said pair of sifa, mean the pair of attributes. Just baytun kabirun. One ism, it attributes the other. So it's called the sifa pair or the attributes pair. Baytun kabirun. The third type of pair is called pair of ismo ishara, or it is called demonstrative pair. Zalika is a demonstrative noun. Al-baytu is a other noun. So it's a pair. That pair is called pair of ishara or pair of demonstration. The fourth is called the relation pair. Just baytullahi. Here the one ism has a relation with the other. So that we have four type of pairs. Harf-jar pair, a sifa pair, a ishara pair, and a relation pair. In previous lessons, we took sentences that have raf, nafs, jar for singular nouns. In this, we will have the plural. Before that, let's to revise the singular. Al-Muslimu, look, it's have a fatah, so dhamma, so it's a original state. It's a fa'il or the doer. When it's changed al-Muslima, it is the affected state. It's the maf'ul. When it's take the kasra al-Muslimi, it becomes the jar state. So the ism maybe have three state: raf, nas, jar. This is the state. But the word will be al-Muslimu, it's marfu. Al-Muslima, the word is mansub. Al-Muslimi, the word is majroor. The word itself is called marfu, mansub, and its state is called, state, condition is called raf, nas, jar. Raf mean having a dhamma, Nas means having a fatha. Jar means having a kasra. So these are two things. One is the name of the ism. When it have dhamma, it is called marfu. When it is a fatha, it is called mansoob. When it have a kasra, it is called majroor. And the state of this ism is called, when it have dhamma, raf. When it have a fatha, nas. When it have a kasra, jar. So state is raf, nas, jar. And the ism itself is called marfu, mansoob, majroor. Let's to have another example. Al-Muslimu. Jar majroor is a compound. That is a pair. Jar majroor is a pair. It means a harf jar followed by a ism. That is jar majroor. So the next we will say al-Muslimu is original. Al-Muslima is the change form. Al-Muslimi is the jar form. So raf form, nas form, jar form. The ism itself will be called, when it's nas, it's raf, we will call marfu. When it's nas, we will call mansoob. When it's jar, we will call majroor. The noun will be called marfu, mansoob, and its state condition will be called raf, nas, jar. In today's lesson, we will take sentences that have raf, nas, jar in plural nouns. So far, we studied the singular noun. Let's to see the plural nouns. Look, al-Muslimu is a singular. If I say make the plural, what will you do? We will add the vav noon. Simply, it will become Muslimuna. Al-Muslimuna. Al-Muslima is a nasb. Let's to make it plural. It will be Muslimin.
Al-Muslimin.
Al-Muslimina or Muslimin. Al-Muslimi is a jar. Let's to make it plural. It will be again al-Muslimina. Now, how it should be differentiated? It's nasb or the jar. Let's tell one thing. There are two conditions when it is in jar. Only in two conditions. One is when there is a harf jar followed an ism. Whenever harf jar come after it, always will be an ism. Nothing else. After harf jar, there is always an ism. And that ism will be in the state of jar. In the state of jar. Maybe having kasra, maybe having no kasra, or any other sign of jar. Jar have many signs. So here when we say, let's to have the example from the sentences. Ja'al muslimuna. Look, muslimuna is a mansoob. Noun is mansoob. And the condition is raf. Ja'al muslimuna is in raf because its vav noon is the plural sign of the dhamma. So we say Muslim came. Ra Zaidun Muslimina. No, it is not in raf. It is not marfu. Because it become have from Muslimuna, Muslimina. So it's mansoob. Either it is mansoob or it is majroor. How we will differentiate its mansoob or majroor? I told you there are two reasons when it come in jar. One is before it, if there is a harf jar. Look, Ra, it is a fail word. Zaidun is a ism raf file. Because after the verb, the first any ism come with raf, that is always file, doer. And the Muslimin, that is coming as a nas. As there is no harf jar, so it can't be jar. The second reason of anything coming in jar is the mudaf ilayh. Mean before it should be a mudaf. What is mudaf? An ism which don't have alif lam. We don't have a tanween, mean double dhamma, double fatha, double kasra. That ism is called mudaf. Look before it, Muslimina, there is an ism, Zaidun, but it is having double dhamma. So it can't be mudaf. Ra, it is a verb. So no mudaf, no harf jar. So it can't be in jar state. Must it be in the condition of nasb. That is it. Let's have another example. Samia Zaidun min al Muslimin. Samia verb fail. Zaidun raf, so it's a file. It can't be mudaf. Min is a harf jar. And after harf jar is there always comma ism, that is Muslimin. And this is always in the state of jar. Now you can say, Muslimina, I can't see the kasra. Yes, there is no kasra. Because when we were making the plural, we said from Muslim, when it have a dhamma or dhammatan, we say Muslimuna, we add waw. When it has have a fatha or double fatha, we add yanu. When it has a kasra or double kasra, we again have the yanu. Muslimuna, Muslimina, Muslimina. Kafiruna, Kafirina, Kafirina. Mushrikuna, Mushrikina, Mushrikina. Sabiruna, Sabirina, Sabirina. Shakiruna, Shakirina, Shakirina. We have learned in QC1. The ism can come in nas and jar the same. So Samia is a verb, Zaidun is a file, Min Muslimina is a jar majroor. Now this compound will be called jar. Min is a harf jar, followed by the ism which is in a condition of jar. And when this comes, then the jar is the harf and Muslimina is the majroor ism. When they join, they make a pair. This pair or compound is called jar majroor. So we can say min Muslimina is a jar majroor. So Muslimina in the condition of jar. Because min is telling that the ism followed must be in the jar state. That is not the fatha kasra. Because the jar may be represented by kasra. Yes. It may be represented by alif, ya. Just like Abu, Aba, Abi. Abu, Aba, Abi. Ya is representing the kasra. In the same way, the kasra may come itself. Just Muslimatun, Muslimatan, Muslimatin. It may be have the fatha iman. Ibrahimu, Ibrahima, Ibrahima. Look, Ibrahimu, Raf, Ibrahima, Nas. The jar is also Ibrahima with fatha. So it means the jar state can be represented by kasra, may be represented with ya, may be represented with fatha. Just like here, look, Muslimina, fatha is there. But the word is in jar because before it we find the word, the harf, min, which is a jar, harf jar. So harf jar is clearing the status of Muslimina. It is in the jar form, though it has a fatha. Let's go further. Al-Muslimu is a singular. When we say plural, it will become Muslimuna, Al-Muslimuna. Al-Muslima, plural will be Al-Muslimina or Muslimina. Al-Muslimi, plural will be Al-Muslimina. You can say Al-Muslimina, Al-Muslimina may be nas, may be jar. How this will find is jar? Before if we find a is harf jar, that is one kind. The second is mudaf. When the mudaf comes, mudaf is a ism which don't have alif lam, which don't have a Tanween means a double dhamma, double fatha, double kasra, anything. That is a mudaf. So let's go for the examples. Ja'al muslimuna. Al muslimuna, you clearly say it's a rough state because waw nun is the plural sign of marfu. It's a marfu because waw nun is the dhamma sign. So it's a original state. Ra zaidun al muslimina. Here we can't say al muslimina in jar because before al muslimina, zaid ism is in raf. It is not harf jar. It is not mudaf because the mudaf ism always will be without alif lam, without dammatan, fatatan, kasra. Zaid have a double dhamma. So Zaid can't be a mudaf when it is not a mudaf, when it is not a harf jar. So al-muslimina cannot be jar. It is in the state of nasb. Samia Zaidun minal muslimina. Samia is a verb, leave it. Zaidun, it's a rough, so it's a file. File. It cannot be mudaf because it have the tanween. The next is min al muslim. Min is a harf jar. After harf jar, there is always an ism. Al muslimina is the, and this is always in the jar state. So here the min al muslimina is in jar state. Though the noon is showing the fatah. Because when we were developing the plural in QC1, we said when there is double dhamma, we add waw noon. Muslimun, muslimuna. Kafirun, kafiruna. Mushrikun, mushrikuna. And when there is double fatha, we add ya noon. From muslimun, musliman, muslimina. Kafiran, kafirina. Mushrikan, mushrik. When it have double kasra, again we add the ya. Muslimin, muslimina. Kafirin, kafirina. Shakirin, shakirin. We have done this exercise. So al-muslimina can be in nas and jar. How we know it is in jar? Because before it there is a harf jar has come. Min. Min clearly telling now it can't be in nas. It must go in jar state. So the al-muslimina here is jar. Qala al-zalimuna. Zalimuna. Waw nun is coming. So it's rough. In the state of rough. Kala is a verb. Al-zalimuna is a rough. It's a rough mean the marfu. Yakulul kafiruna. Yakulu is a verb. Al kafiruna again in the state of rough. And the word itself is marfu. As zalimuna is a marfu and its status is rough. As kafiruna, it's marfu and its status is rough. Yafraul mu'minuna. Yafra is a verb. Happy or rejoice. Al mu'minuna. Look, Wanun is telling it's a marfu because it's from Dhamma state. So it's a rough. Let's have another. Yudillullahu zalimina. Yudillu is a verb. Allah is a isme jalala with Dhamma, rough. So it's a file. Az-zalimina, it can't be jar. Because before it, we don't find the harf jar. We don't find the mudaf. You can say isme Allah. Look, isme Allah start with alif lam. Actually, it is the ilah. And added by alif lam, it become Allah, mean the special one only God. So that is a alif lam word. So mudaf cannot be alif lam word. It can't be a tanween zadun. So there is no mudaf, there is no harf jar. So az-zalimuna cannot be in jar. It must be in the state of nas. Sayyazillul shakirina. Same. Yudillu was fail. Here the sayyazi is a fail. Allah is a ism jala file. There was zalimina. Here is shakirina. No jar. Kazabat Samudul Mursalina. Again the same. Kazabat is a verb. Samud is a marfu. Now you can say me. Samud, why can't it be the mudaf? Because there is no alif lam, there is no tanween. Remember, when the specific, the proper nouns come, at time the proper noun does not take the alif lam. They are equivalent to have alif lam. They are not taking alif, but they have the status of alif lam. Just Muhammad, we will not say al Muhammad. Samud, we will not say al Samud. It means they are equivalent to alif lam. Already they have alif lam. So proper noun can't be a mudaf. La yuhibbul kafirina. La is a harf. It's not a harf jar. It's a harf of negation. La. No, not. Yuhibbu is a word. Al kafirina. Al kafirina cannot be in jar because I can't find any harf jar before it. Before it, la is not a harf jar. Li and la. La with fatha, la with kasra is a harf jar. La with alif, lam, alif, la. It is not harf jar. It's a negation word. And moreover, it's come before the verb. Yuhibbu. It has not come before the ism. The harf jar must become before the ism, not away from the ism. And there is no mudaf, no ism extra. So it's mansub. La yuhibbu zalimina. The same. Al-kafirina has been replaced with az-zalimina. Nothing changed. Bashirul sabirina. Bashir. It's again the ism. So it can't be jar. Look, when the harf jar comes, the ism is in the state of jar. The sign of jar, one is kasra. One sign. There are more signs. One is kasra, just like bil lahi. There is a kasra. Fil ardi, there is a kasra. But at time, it is represented by yanu. Lil muslimina. Due to harf jar, now we can't say it's this muslimin. We will say jar. It's jar. Because muslimuna, muslimina, muslimina. And minal mu'minina. We can't say mu'minina is nas. It's jar because harf jar is before it. Mu'minuna, mu'minina, mu'minina. The nas and jar both are the same. Here the min is declaring this is in the jar state. Let's to have the workbook. وَقَالَ اتَّخَذَ اللَّهُ وَلَدٌ سُبْحَانَهُ. And they said, Allah has taken a son, glory be to him. Kullu lahu qanitun. All to him are humbly obedient. Badiu samawati wal ard, the originator of the heavens and the earth. Let's have plural. Walad, plural is olad. Sama, plural is samawat. Amar, plural is amur. Let's to have the sixth verb. Kanata yaknatu uknut kanitun maknutun kanutun. Mean to humbly obey. Bada yabdau ibda badiun dash badaun mean to originate. Qala yakulu kul kailun makalun kalun to say. Kada yakdi ikdi kadin magdiun kadaun to decrease. Amara yamaru mur amirun ma'murun alayhin and amrun mean to order. Kana yakunu kun kainun dash kanun mean to be. Ittakhaza yattakhazu ittakhiz muttakhizun muttakhazun ittakhazun mean to take. Translate into Arabic. Muslims came. Ja'al muslimuna. Zaid sahab Muslims. Ra'a Zaidun muslimina. Zaid heard from the Muslims. Samia Zaidun minal muslimina. Translate in English. Ja'al muslimuna. The Muslims came. Ra Zaidul al-Muslimina. Zaid saw the Muslims. Samia Zaidun min al-Muslimina. Zaid heard from the Muslims. We saw the feminine table. Fa'alat, fa'alna, fa'alti, fa'altu, fa'altunna, fa'alna. Let's make it majhul. What is the rule? Place the dhamma on the first letter and kasra below the second letter. It will become fu'ila pattern. So when we put the dhamma on the first and kasra on the second, it becomes fu'ilat, she was done. Fu'ilna, they were done. Fu'ilti, you were done. Fu'iltu, I was done. Fu'iltunna, you all were done. Fa'alna, we done. So from fa'alat, fu'ilat. From fa'alna, fu'ilna. Fa'alti, fu'ilti. Fa'altu, fu'iltu. Fa'altunna, fu'iltunna. Fa'alna, fu'ilna. So we put the dhamma on the first letter. We put the kasra on the second letter. So it becomes fu'ilat, fu'ilna, fu'iltu, fu'iltu, fu'iltunna, fu'ilna. Let's to have mudare. The mudare table is taf'alu, yaf'alna, taf'alina, af'alu, taf'alna, nafal. The majhul, making majhul from mudare, we put the dhamma on the first letter. We put fatha on the letter before the last letter. Look, the last letter here is lam. And before that is the ain is the letter. We will put fatha. Luckily, all the lam, all the ain has fatha. So it will be tuf'alu, yuf'alna, tuf'alina, uf'alu, tuf'alna, nuf'alu. It becomes the majhul. The pattern is yuf'alu. The dhamma on the first letter and the fatha on the letter before the last letter. That is a rule. Let's have another example. This is the madi of the mazid fi aslama. Aslamat, aslamna, aslamti, aslamtu, aslamtunna, aslam. We want to make it a madi majhul. What will we do? We will put the dhamma on the first letter. We will put the kasra on below the second letter. It becomes the madi on the fu'ila pattern. Look. Uslimat, uslimna, uslimti, uslimtu, uslimtunna, uslimna. What is the change? The first letter has got on the dhamma. The second letter has got the kasra. So you can see aslam, aslamat, it become uslimat. Aslamna become uslimna. Aslamti become uslimti. Aslamtu become uslimtu. Aslamtunna become uslimtunna. Aslamna become uslimna. So it is on the pattern yuf'alu. The first letter will have the ma. The letter before the last letter will have a fatha. Let's have ismudare. Mudare is tuslimu, yuslimna, tuslimina, uslimu, tuslimna, nuslimu. Let's to put the first letter dhamma. It's already dhamma. Let's put fatha on before the last letter. That is lam. That will change. So it will become tuslamu, yuslamna, tuslamina, uslamu, tuslamna, nuslam. From tuslimu, it becomes tuslamu. From yuslimna, it becomes yuslamna. From tuslimina, it becomes tuslamina. From uslimu, it becomes uslamu. From tuslimna, it becomes tuslamna. From nuslimu, it becomes nuslamma. Only the letter before the last letter, fatha, has got. The rest is the same thing. Let's to have example. Tukhrijuna. Let's to consider it's a mudare majhul, or because it's have the ta is ilamat mudare. So let's to take waw nun is the jama sign. Remove it. Tukhriju, last letter is jim. Before it is the ra. If it is a mudare majhul, it must have a fatha. But ra is not having fatha, so it's not a mudare majhul. Yukhaffafu. Ya is telling it's a mudare. So it have already got the dhamma. Let's to go the letter before the last letter. The last letter is fa and before it is also fa. And this fa is containing fatha. So it's a mudare majhul. Because first letter dhamma and the letter before the last letter have fatha. This is fulfilling the condition. Let's unzila. The first letter have dhamma. The second letter have kasra. So it's a mazi majhul of mazid fi. Wa ushribu. Waw is a harf. Remove it. It was ushribuna. Waw alif is the sign of plural. Remove it. The last letter is ba. Before it, the letter is ra. If it is mudare, it must the ra have a fatha. I don't see the fatha. So it is not mudare majhul. You first letter of dhamma, okay. The last letter is ra. Before the ra is a meme and it has a fatha. So it's fulfilling the condition of mudare majhul. So it's a mudare majhul. Let's have another example. Yu'allimuna. Yu'allimuna. Ya is telling it's a mudare. Okay. Wawnin is a plural sign. Remove it. So what is the last letter now? Meme. What is the before it? Lam. Does the lam have fatha? No. So it is not mudare majhul. Tus'aluna. It's a mudare because it's starting with the ta. Wanun is a plural. Remove it. So what is the last letter? Lam. Before lam is a hamza. Hamza has a fatha? Yes. So it's a mudare majhul. Tus'aluna is a mudare majhul. Yuzakkikum. Kum is a zamir. Remove it. Yuzakki. Last letter is ya. Before it is a kaf. Does kaf has a fatha? No. So it can't be mudare majhul. Yuktalu. Yuktalu. It's a mudare. Yes. Last letter lam. Before it ta. Does fatha has a ta has a fatha? Yes. So it's a mudare majhul. The next one is kutiba. The first letter have dhamma. The second letter have kasra. So it's a madi mudare. Madi majhul. Fu'ila pattern. The next word is yutikuna. Who is a zamir? Remove it. Yutikuna. Wanun is a plural sign. Remove it also. The last letter kaf. What is the before it? Ya. Does ya have fatha? No. So it is not mudare majhul. Yuridu. Look, the yuridu is a mudare. Yes. What is the last letter? Dal. What is the before? Ya. Does ya have fatha? No. So it can't be mudare majhul. Kul. It's a amr. We know it's an amr. Tukhalituhum. Hum is a zamir. Remove it. It was tukhalituna. Noon has been dropped. So remove the waw also. So what is the last letter? Ta. What is the letter before it? Lam. Does lam has fatha? No. So it is not mudare majhul. Yu'akhizukum. Kum is a zamir. Remove it. Yukhazzu. Last letter is kha. Before it letter kha. Does kha has fatha? No. So it can't be mudare majhul. Tumsiku. Waw is the plural sign. Tumsiku. Ta is the mudare of ilame. Ilamat mudare. So waw is the plural sign. Remove it. Last letter kaf. Before it letter sin. Does sin has a fatha? No. So it can't be mudare majhul. So this way you can distinguish mudare majhul from those which are not having the, maybe having dhamma but not mudare. Let's to see the questions. Kullu lahu qanitun mean all to him are humbly obedient. The Christians utter a big lie by saying that Allah has a son. We humans need children because we get tired and children refresh us. We get old and they help us. We die and they continues our name. We die and they continues our legacy. So all the four are correct. Qanitun mean humbly obedient. Badiu samawati wal ard mean the originator of the humans and the earth. Wa iza qada amra mean and when he decreases a matter. Kun fayakun mean be and it becomes. Kanata, the name mean the masdar action is kunut. Isme maful of kada is kada. Plural of walad is awlad. What is the rough sign? That is dhamma. What is the jar sign? That is jar mean the kasra. What is the nas sign? That is fatha zabar. Example of rough state plural noun is ja'at sadikuna. Waw nun is the plural sign of rough. Example of jarf state of the plural noun is sametu minal shakirina. Min is confirming a shakirina is in the jar state. Example of nas state of the plural noun is ra'aytul muslimina, ja'al muslimina. Both are the same. Translate into Arabic. Allah will soon reward the grateful ones. Sayajzi lol shakirina. Nas state of the plural sabir with alif lam is ra'aytul sabirina and ja'as sabirina. La yuhibbu zalimina mean he does not like the wrongdoers. Bashir sabirina mean give good news those who are patient. 7 homeworks you know, 2 of the Tlava, 2 of the study workbook and the and listen to 1 hour concise MP3 recording, talk with the course mates, with the ayah or the words, and recite different surah in Salah, say Rabbi Zidilma, and do practice with others and try to teach somebody whatever you learn. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate and memorize the Quran. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you have any questions, your questions are welcome.